Hi everyone and welcome to class. I'm Kate, I'm an English teacher on Verbling. And today's class is for intermediate students. It is a reading and discussion class. So essentially what we'll be doing today is reading an article together, looking at hopefully some new phrases and words from the article, and then discussing its contents. So welcome. Hi, Greg.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, very well.
Good. Greg, where are you calling from?
I'm from Barcelona.
From Barcelona. Oh, I actually live in Barcelona.
Okay.
And how long have you been using Verbling?
It's the second lesson now I'm participating.
Your second lesson. Okay, very nice. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you.
And hi, Colin.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Great. Hi, Ali.
Hello.
Hi. How are you, Ali?
Hi, Kate. I am fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. How has your
Nice to
week
see
been
you
so
as well.
far?
My weekend?
Your week so far.
Oh, it was okay. I just worked and normal things, nothing special.
Nothing
You know.
special. Okay. Let's see who else is here. Shell. Hello. Shell, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello, teacher.
Hi.
Good
Hi.
day.
How are you?
I'm doing great. You?
I'm doing well, thank you. Shell, where are you calling from?
I'm from Philippines, Asia.
Okay. Very nice. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Okay. And hi, Pavel.
Hello, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Hi, Mauricio.
Uh,
Mauricio, are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes,
How's it
I'm
going?
here. Hello. I am fine, thank you.
Good. Nice to see you. Let's see. Who else is here? Khaled, I saw Greg, Ali, and Abimelech. Hi, Abimelech.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Yeah, me too. I'm
Good.
doing pretty well.
Good. Okay. Great. So welcome, everyone. It's nice to see a lot of familiar faces. And for those of you who I haven't met before, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher from the United States. I currently live in Barcelona, in Spain. Today's class is a reading and discussion class. What we'll be doing is looking at an article together, talking about, discussing what the article says, looking at hopefully some new vocabulary and concepts, and then we'll definitely save some time for discussion of the article at the end. So a reading and speaking class. So the article we're reading today is about education, which I think is a topic that hopefully all of you are interested in, since you're all currently students, right, on Verbling, and it should be interesting or relevant to you. It's also always nice to have people from a variety of places when we discuss education to hear different perspectives. So I want to start with a little warm-up. So we'll get started talking about topics related to the article before we actually even read. So, all right. So I want to just have a short discussion, sort of a warm-up, about a few different things before we read the article. So let's see, Mauricio, can you read number 1? No? Okay, no problem. Let's see, Khalid, do you mind reading number 1, please?
What do you think dropped factory means?
Good. Dropout factory.
Sorry, dropout factory.
Okay.
Means.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So so think about this, class. This is not, you know, a common term. It's something used in the article we'll be reading. And what do you all think it means? What could a dropout factory be?
With the study phrasing or something like this.
What's that?
The schools closed or
A clause. I don't understand. Sorry.
It means you give up maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
left the school, right? Stop the study and left the school.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So that's what dropout means, right? To drop out of school. To drop out means to not finish, right? To end school early, as Ali said. Good. And so that can be a verb, to drop out. It can also be a noun. A person who drops out of school. Oops. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. It's called a dropout. A dropout. Not a droop out, a dropout. So that's dropout. What about dropout factory?
You have no idea.
Okay, that's okay. Any guesses from anyone?
It's okay for
Is it-
high school, but it's bad for middle or another types of school.
Okay. So you think it's... Sorry, say it again. I didn't quite understand what you said. Okay. Anyone? Any other ideas? So for Yuki and Mustafa who just
We
joined,
can say school or any institution.
what's that? A school.
Did you talk to me?
Sorry,
School or any institute which is not good, we can say dropout factory.
Yeah, okay, good. So you're saying it's a school that's not good. Okay, yeah, and why would this school be not good? What's bad about this school?
If students don't learn as they should learn, then we can say this school is not good.
Yeah, okay, good, good. Any other comments? So for those of you who've just joined, we're talking about question 1, which is what do you think the phrase dropout factory might mean?
Is it a school for students who is not very successful or they can't study in normal schools, something like that, or?
Not quite. You're on the right track. Okay, and we'll see, I think I'll wait to the article and you'll see exactly what this phrase means. but definitely a lot of good ideas on the right track. So remember this phrase, dropout factory. And let's now just talk about the sentences in part 2. So let's see, Mustafa, can you read number 2?
Sorry, teacher. Question number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree, and why?
So just a letter A, maybe.
School is important for success in life.
Okay. So what do you all think? Do you agree?
Of course, agree.
Of course you agree.
Yeah. For me, at least.
Does everyone agree?
I think school is not always important for success in life. For example, Einstein, I heard that he was one of worst students in the elementary school, but after he received a Nobel Prize. So it depends on the motivation of this person and effort to success.
Good. I think that's a really good point, Yuki.
But I think I totally agree that the school is very important to succeed in life. But in any case, there is an exception. So, like Einstein, like Edison, this is maybe special cases. But in general, the school is very important for the people and for the human. Yeah.
You know, Bill Gates, the school removed him.
He was kicked out of school.
Yeah, he was kicked out of school.
Good point.
He is the richest man in the world, and he created Microsoft. I think your education system, maybe in your country, if education system is good, I think schools are important for success and give you a lot of knowledge about your life or profession. If it's not good, I think schools limited the people, you know, something like that.
Good point, right? It depends on the quality of the schools. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's move on. Shell, can you read letter B?
I love school.
So is this true
I love
for
school.
you? Did you love school? Or do you love school?
Definitely. I do love going to school and I love learning, and I am even taking a postgraduate studies because I believe there's a lot of things to be learned in school.
Great, good. So you're pursuing even more education right now. Did anyone absolutely, completely dislike school? Okay, well, I'm happy to hear that.
I like this, but I dislike the traditional one. The school should be improved, or it should be more modernized.
Okay, and what do you mean? So was your school very traditional?
I mean, our schools is still with traditional schools. I mean, there is no any new systems. There is no automation. We don't use the technique, how to improve the quality of the education. This is our problem. And like what we did now, we use the technology for learning. So we can use in so many countries. I think in Japan, in other countries, they use this technology. But for developing country, we still, I mean, we need more and more for the education system. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. And Ali used a good expression. He said, "I'm on the fence," which means, Ali, what does that mean? Tell the class.
I'm not sure I love or I don't love something. Like
Exactly. Yeah. When you're on the fence, you just don't. You can't decide. And so, did you like certain parts of school and dislike others?
I think sometimes I like school, sometimes I dislike. There are a lot of rules, and sometimes they teach you something you don't need in your life. Some information you won't use in your life never. And it's like waste your time, I think. Countries as my country, they teach you a lot of things. It's just about official ideology, you know. They memorize to you many things, some ridiculous things, maybe.
Right. So just a lot of useless things that are, actually, if you look at letter E, you kind of answered that question too, right? So you feel like that was definitely the case.
Yeah, sometimes schools destroy your creativity or aspect about your life, something like that.
Yeah, very interesting point.
For teacher, sorry, for me actually, I think the schools are give you the fundamental of education maybe, and for the second maybe I love school or not. When we are students and we are go to primary school and then to university, we were talking in the holiday when we complete maybe the year of school and the holiday is coming. So we are saying, oh, we love school and we have to go there and we miss the school. And then when it came and we attend the school again, because maybe we say again, oh, it's boring. I don't like school. I don't like. Maybe it's related to he don't like maybe studying or something like this, or he found maybe difficulty to do that. But what's he like? Because it's a place to gather the people, maybe gathering his friend and meeting his friend.
Definitely.
But the important thing, even I see a lot of students and people, I don't know who they are attending the still student attending the schools and university. Don't like a school in general, but give them the fundamental and the education, I think. So it's important.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay, and let's actually move on. Greg, can you read letters C and D?
Yes, not everyone is suited for high school, so it's okay to drop out. And D, not everyone is suited for elementary school, so it's okay to drop out.
Good. So suited for meaning would fit into or would find it appropriate. So what do you think about these two statements, class?
I think the first one, I'm absolutely agree with the sentence, because if you cannot, it's better to be to exploit how to say it. It's better to fight with your level. I don't know if I can express good myself.
No, it's okay. So, what do you mean? It's the first one you agree with because?
Yes, I agree.
Uh-huh.
I agree because I think if you are not a great motivation to go in high school, so it's better drop out.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
But in the elementary school, I think every people have his own track in life, and your story is made by people, by every people you meet.
Oop, I can't hear you. Greg, are you there? Okay, I think he might have cut out for a second. Are there other comments on these?
It's from I think it's Khaled who said it. So that elementary knowledge is absolutely
Okay, I think, Greg, you may have cut out for a second, but you're saying that elementary school is absolutely essential.
yes.
Okay, got it. All right, good, good. I think those are good points. Any other comments on this?
Yeah, for me, elementary school is necessary for everyone, but high school or university it's not necessary for everyone. Some people not suited for high school or college, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem in my country. You know, parents always want their children study at university, and after university find a good job for themselves. But here is not too much job opportunity, and we have a lot of employees who graduated university. It's a big problem in my country. And after that age, for example, a person who graduate university is 20 to 23 years old. After that age, they can't find other jobs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have skills about other jobs like repairman or like farmer, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't find a work for themselves, and they are employees.
Yeah, I think that's a big problem in a lot of countries these days, in a lot of places. Okay. And in the interest of time, let's just talk about the last statement quickly. Let's see, Abimelech, can you read letter E?
Okay. We learn a lot of useless subjects at school, which will have no use later in life. I don't agree with this because I think what we learn in school it is useful because what we learn that makes us universal, or we know about everything a little bit, and this is I think important for us, I think.
Okay, yeah, a great point.
For me, I'm not agree with this point. I agree with. I mean, I agree with point E. I'm not. I disagree with Abdul Malik because it's maybe in our situation in Libya. Some people like Al-Gaddafi. He push a lot of useless information in the education system. So he bought a lot of material about the Green Book. Did you hear about the Green Book? He made it. So this is a lot of useless information he studied in the schools and even in the university. And another thing, I think, in the developing country, they didn't improve their education system. Even the material, you will find a lot of material or classes not updated. I mean, from maybe 10 years ago. So there is no any updating in the material. So I think a lot of information may be useful in before 20 years, but in this age, like information age, we need to update our education maybe sometimes every year or something like this.
Okay, yeah, good. A lot of good points. Good. And actually, in the interest of time, I think we'll move on actually to the article now. We have a big class today with a lot of interesting and opinionated people, so thank you all for your comments. So now I'm actually going to send you the article that we're reading today. As I said, it's on the topic of education. And as most news about education is, it's not that positive. So I've sent you a link in the Verbling box to the document. Can everyone see this?
Teacher, can you send it to the Google also?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. All right, so, okay, so this article is called Education Woes. Woes. Has anyone heard the word woes before?
It's enemy.
Yes.
That's foes.
It's
no, it's like sadness. Something.
It's grief. Sorry.
Yes, absolutely. Good. So woes are, it's grief, sadness, a very negative connotation. Okay. So what I want to do is read the article out loud together. And then I'll give you time to reread it on your own. So can I have a volunteer to read the first paragraph?
Caitlin, sorry, I don't find the document.
So Greg, there's a link to it. It's a Google Doc in the Verbling box or in the group chat. Can you see the chat box?
Okay.
Yeah?
Get it.
Okay.
I can read.
Go ahead, Ali.
Okay. Education was more than 1 in 10 high schools in the U.S. have been labeled a dropout factory. The distinction is far from flattering, as the nickname applies to schools in which 40% or more of the children don't graduate.
Thank you. Can I have a student volunteer to continue the next paragraph?
Okay, I'll read.
Okay.
The greatest concentration of these dubious schools lies in large urban centers and areas with high poverty. The surrounding neighborhoods may experience high crime rates, drugs, and violence, and students may need additional help from social services. But officials also point out that some neighborhoods and towns just don't possess a strong tradition, underscoring the importance of high school graduation. In the past, there were enough blue-collar jobs to go around.
Great, thank you, Yuki. Another volunteer?
Okay.
All right, Mustafa.
Okay.
Go ahead, ladies first.
Very nice. Okay, Shal, go ahead.
All right. Thank you for that. Many of the students who attend dropout factories enter with poor literacy and math skills, which only exacerbate the search for a solution. The kids enter ninth grade with the fifth grade reading skills, for example. Faced with these seemingly insurmountable obstacles, it's no small wonder that so many schools fail to give these children opportunities in the land of opportunity.
Great, thank you. Mustafa?
Okay. Conversely, Japan private high school cater to children without the academic and social skills for traditional school. Expensive, yet easy to enroll, these institutions are degree miles, principals, and administrative staff pressure teachers to administer grades based largely on attendance. If students fail the final test or don't do homework but attend 100% of the lessons, they can walk out with a B average. What's worse, kids can sleep, send text message, or chat with friends rather than participate in the lesson. Teachers readily admit they are in a
Good.
quandary and simply wait to be transferred elsewhere.
Great. And the last paragraph?
Yes.
Okay.
Additional woes on the state of education come out of England. Despite the massive program to raise reading rates, reports indicate there has been almost zero impact. Rates remain unchanged since the 1950s.
Good. Great. Thank you. Okay. So I'm sorry to hear that, Khalid. Bye-bye. I hope your son feels better. Okay. So so this article, I think, you know, the ideas are pretty straightforward, but the language is a little bit more advanced. So I want you to go back and read this article on your own and do two things. First, while you're reading, I want you to pick out the main ideas. So try to make sure you understand the main ideas and the most important things in the article. Then go back and look at the underlined words, right? The words that are underlined, and try to see if you can figure out their meaning in the context of the article. Because these are sort of some of the more advanced words used. I want to see if we can try to figure out what these words mean. Okay, so I'll give you about 5 minutes to do both of those things. And then we will talk about the article.
Okay.
Okay, how's everyone doing? Are people finished? Are you still reading?
Still understanding.
Still understanding? Okay, I'll give you another minute.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Okay, so let's start to talk about the article. It's okay if people are still reading. You can just jump in when you've finished. So, what is a dropout factory?
Dropout factory is the school. It's a nickname of school, and that where 40% or more of children don't graduate, so they are dropouting.
Dropping out.
They are dropping out.
Good. Yeah, and why would we call it a dropout factory?
Because that school produce a lot of students that who is not suitable for social role.
Yeah, good.
Important role in society.
You used exactly the word I was going to use, right? What does a factory do? Well, it's a place where you produce things. So we're calling it a dropout factory because it produces dropouts. A school that produces dropouts. Okay. So what does the article say about these dropout factories?
It's a kind of educational failure, no, a massive failure, in that give less opportunity and made loser people, I think, no, or give less opportunity to people, to young people, instead of give them tools to progress in life.
Article said that such a dropout factory concentrate on the urban areas with high poverty. So such area have a high percentage of crime rates, high crime rates, and drugs and violence. And students attending in such a dropout factory have poor literacy and math skills. So such a student, it is difficult for such a student to enter the high, to have a high education. So they lose the opportunity.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
very good, Yuki. And another question: Are poor urban areas the only places that have these dropout factories?
No. It appears in the article that it looks very similar in other countries. Japan has another method of basing attendance of the students only. The marks are related in Japan to the attendance, to the assistance of the students to the class, but they have the same problem, not with the dropout, but with a lot of failure in the students. And also another plan very similar in England, trying to increase the lectures and reading of the student, has similar results in the dropout failure.
And what about
Here, I need to say that Japan has another system, not about dropout rate. Japan has a system of saving children who has dropped out at school. And instead, in a school, there are another system of grade student. So many students just to attend to the class. Just attending to the class mean the good score. So that deteriorate the atmosphere of the class, and teacher has a difficulty to control students.
Yeah, so it's a different problem, but also a problem. And in the U.S., in the United States, are these schools that are dropout factories only in poor areas?
No, not almost so, but not always. Some neighborhood and towns just don't possess a strong tradition underscoring the importance of high school graduation.
Yeah.
So it is not always poor area. Just people don't think that people don't appreciate the importance of high school graduation.
Good. Okay. Good. Any other comments here?
Teacher, you know, I remember a movie. It was Michelle Pfeiffer's movie. The name is Dangerous Minds. Have you watched it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Really? I think it's about our topics. It was about our topics.
It's about our topic?
In the United States, she was a teacher in a school which usually some criminal students, something like that, or poor students, go to that school, and she was trying to make them like lessons, and she was teaching them to read poems. It was interesting movie, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good. I know what it's about. Yeah, I think it's definitely related, right? This school was probably one of these so-called dropout factories, right?
Yeah, at the beginning, students didn't like the teacher, and they said it's not our business poem, and what relation, something like that. And at the end, they loved their teacher too much.
Yeah, they love their teacher a lot.
Yeah.
There's also a documentary that's really well done called Waiting for Superman. That's about education in the United States, and it's very disturbing, but and sad, but it's really good. And they talk about these dropout factories. Okay, and so I want to look at some of the words in this article. So let's just go through these, the underlined words, and I want you to see, well, for each one, sort of tell me if you were able to figure out the meaning, or if you knew the meaning already. So the first word, distinction. What is a distinction?
Distinction here means just a trait.
A trait, okay.
Yes.
differences between two things. Something like that.
Yeah, a distinction is like here in this case it actually means a mention. So or you know when you point something out, right? It's so this distinction, the mention, the description is far from flattering.
Something being special.
Yeah, something that's different, something that's
About
being
dropout
pointed
factor.
out. Absolutely. Okay, the next one, dubious. This is a very good word. It's a very fun word, I think. Has anyone heard the word dubious?
Yeah.
It's the same meaning as doubtful.
Yeah, Shal, what were you going to say?
Questionable.
Yeah, good. Two good words to describe that. So doubtful, questionable. So a person or a thing. A person can be dubious. A thing can be dubious, right? Doubtful or questionable. Good. And earlier we had looked at this this phrase here, right? When we were talking about how they're not only in poor areas, these dropout factories. They're also in some places that simply don't underscore the importance of graduation. So what does it mean to underscore something?
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Dying down.
Yeah, good. So
but here it means give weight to.
Exactly. So this word underscoring is literally underscored, right? So doing this is underscoring something. I'm putting a line under it, and it means to, figuratively, it means marking something as important. Absolutely. Okay, and then next paragraph, there were some interesting words. So literacy skills. What are literacy skills?
It's a skills to read.
Good, yeah, reading skills, right? So the word illiterate is someone who cannot read, illiterate. The word exacerbate.
It's,
to worsen.
Good, Shell. To make worse.
Making worse. Deteriorate. The same as deteriorate.
Yeah? To make worse. And then we have this word, insurmountable.
You cannot go out, no?
Yeah, you can't overcome
it's like
it.
a wall. Okay.
Good. It's something that is so difficult or bad that you cannot overcome this. Absolutely.
So difficult to deal with.
Very difficult to deal with.
Overcome, yes.
Good. Good. Okay. All right. Conversely, this is a really good connector word.
The same as on the contrary.
Yeah. Yeah. On the contrary, on the other hand, conversely. So something you can use in your writing. And then we have this interesting word here. Private high schools cater to children. What does the word cater?
Give. Yeah.
Provide.
Provide. Usually serve food, drink.
Right, exactly.
At the party.
That's the classic meaning of to cater, right, is to serve food or drinks. Yeah, here it means to be biased toward something. To cater to something means to be biased or to favor something. Okay.
Provide a service.
Yeah. And then at the end we have this word. Teachers readily admit they're in a quandary. A quandary. Could anyone guess what this word means?
It's not a medical term.
Is it a medical term?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Difficult situation.
A difficult situation, yeah.
I'm always in that quandary over in the classes speaking English.
A difficult
Dilemma.
Like on the fence.
Yeah, okay. If you're on the fence, yeah, you're in a quandary, right? You're in a difficult place.
Dilemma.
A dilemma. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. And then here we talked about woes, right? And the last word, indicate, I think a lot of you probably know, right? It basically is a synonym of to say.
Point out.
To point out. No, great. Yeah, absolutely. So reports indicate, suggest, say that there has been almost zero impact. Okay. So, I want to, are there any other questions about vocabulary, about things you didn't understand? Okay. So, we don't have too much time.
Degree meals.
Yeah. What's that? Shell?
Degree meals.
Degree mills.
Yeah, second
okay.
to the last paragraph. Yes.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, a mill, M-I-L-L. So the sentence was, sorry, I just left the article. It says, expensive yet easy to enroll. These institutions are degree mills. So a mill is like something that produces energy, basically, or produces something. Right? Okay, so it's almost like a factory, but a different thing.
You can easily receive a degree there in such an institution.
Yeah, good. Good. So a mill in general is something that is like churning out, is constantly producing things. And so these schools are just, producing degrees very quickly, right? Giving degrees out to students very easily.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that.
Good. Okay, so I want to hear your opinions on this article. So what are your impressions? Is this something that is a problem in your country?
As a Japanese, I could add a comment about the situation in Japan. Yes, indeed, what is written here is true. Japan has a very severe competition among industries, among educational industries. So besides traditional schools, there are a lot of private schools. Many of them provide every student preparation for the exam to enter to higher school, next school. But almost every children after the school go to the private school and study very hardly. And there is a school, of course, that is written here, special school for dropout children. Such a school has it's quite expensive to go to such a school, but it is popular because they are very useful for such a children. And on the whole, the quality of teachers in such a private school is very high, often higher than the teacher in usual school. So that's why people prefer to go to private schools.
Very interesting. Interesting. Other comments? I have a quiet class today. So the question was, are there similar problems in your country? What are your impressions of the article? General comments?
I think every country has their own problem regarding education. I heard that in the US, many drop out children, but I don't expect such a high rate. 10% of high school is called dropout factory. It's quite high rate, and such a children with low education, without education, have a very few opportunity to get a job when they are adult. So it's a big social problem in the US.
Definitely.
Yeah. In my country, there is no such schools for this kind of students.
You mean like the ones in Japan? Or
no,
the dropout factories?
Dropout factories.
Okay.
Yeah, only some courses, maybe at the weekend, they teach reading or something like that. Some people who didn't go to school or couldn't graduate their school, and maybe they teach some handcraft.
Okay, right? So other skills.
Yeah, other skills to students, but not like a school. It's like a course, something.
Yeah, interesting. So yeah, it's a big problem everywhere. Unfortunately, we don't have any more time for our discussion. We're just about out of time for today's class. But thank you all for your participation, for your good questions and insights. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in class sometime soon. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Bye.